Ben, now I contacted you actually because I saw some of the work that you had done with the Moonlight player. Can you explain?
Yeah, so Moses found out about the actual pick video site on, I think when I saw the PR with everyone else on Friday, 6 days ago now, and looked pretty cool, and so I contacted Miu at Ice Cream Planet, and just because I'm paranoid with these kind of things, try to find out how they set up their encoders to make sure everything, they'd optimize it for quality. They actually done a great job already. I just basically told me they'd done everything right in the first place.
Okay, that's good news.
And and it was they set up a very nice, simple Silverlight 2 player, which let you switch between different data rates and different camera feeds if those would be available. And take a nice advantage of going a little bit beyond kind of the classic Windows Media Player embedded experience with some more controls. Not as nearly as complex a player as we have for the NBC Olympics, but still had some neat Silverlight features. And then, sort of the weekend, you were kind of like thinking about it and realizing there are a lot of people out there using PowerPC Macs and also Linux who we don't have a current version of Silverlight for. PowerPC Mac still Silverlight 1, and we're working with Novell on technology called Moonlight, which is a open source implementation of Silverlight, where we provide the media engine for as a separate download. Okay. And at the point that the Obama inauguration was making a lot of point about it being a very inclusive event. I want to really show everybody, and people were saying, it's not everyone can actually watch this, and that's a fair point. And start looking at the player design and realize we could re-implement a version of it using the Silverlight 1.0 features, and that would give us compatibility with both Silverlight 1.0, of course, and then with the Moonlight beta. Moonlight right now is implementing Silverlight 1.0, so we had to take what was managed code, get that re-implemented in JavaScript, so we were able to transition across all the features, but we were able to certainly get the video experience to work. We looked at the player, realized that was possible, and so we contacted Novell, their team there who does Moonlight, and said, hey, wouldn't it be great if, instead of having all the Linux fans yelling at us tomorrow, if we just gave them a player today? And they thought that was a good idea, and they actually called some folks. They were watching a movie, and they left during the opening credits apparently, and ran back to the office. And a testament to actually the design tools and all the work they've done is, from our first email to them to a working player was 7 hours.
Wow.
So they're able to take the existing XAML code that describes the user interface, modify that some, do JavaScript, use some of their own stuff, and actually got fully working player based on test streams. We got it uploaded to the PIC site about 3 hours beforehand, and it inexplicably just worked fine.
That's awesome.
So it's great, and even though they were primarily targeting Linux, it also because it's the same, a good spec for how everything works. Exact same code worked fine for Mac users of PowerPC as well. Okay. And cool. We didn't have time to do any formal PR, so Miguel de Casa, the leader of the Mono project, and I each did a post in our blogs describing this and tried to go to the /threads complaining about here's the URL, really, we got it fixed.
You're trying to say, hey, we heard you.
Yeah, exactly.
We know what you needed. So
it was doable. This is the first time we had kind of the combination of a Moonlight beta being available that we felt good with, and a media player that was using Silverlight 2, but we had something that we could fall back to experience-wise. Right. But it was a good collaboration. We're certainly, we look for future opportunities to be able to use Moonlight to provide a broader experience until, obviously when we catch up with Silverlight 2, then we'll be able to just have the same player just work. Yeah. That'll be a few months of lag there.
Well, that's what I was going to ask about. I mean, I think this is the first time where I've actually heard the whole Moonlight fallback. It's set up. It's all ready, right?
Exactly. They only had beta of Moonlight 1 a few months ago. This is the first time we really had the project where it made sense. But I think we'll have some other ones coming up. Yeah. Right. As we bridge the world between where we are now when they get to the Silverlight 2 feature set, which they're making good progress on.
Right. So right now they have parity with Silverlight 1.
Exactly.
And then so having that player and the media pack. Is that what?
Yeah. So we, because they're the royalty-bearing codecs that Silverlight uses, and the open source world's kind of, how does that get paid for? It's a free download kind of thing. So as Microsoft, what we do is we provide the codec pack as a separate download that can plug into Moonlight to add those codecs, and we take care of the license fee for that. So that way, if someone's doing a broad Linux deployment, they don't want to worry about whether or not the patents are being properly handled. We take care of that. Right. It's a nice way to extend the experience.
Very cool.